Good night, people. Good night, people. How are you? This is The Priest of Kemet, Part 3 by Barbara Bonacci. So let's get into it. In terms of grammar, it's a causative construction. It translates as causing the overthrowing of a pep. In the text, the term a pep is often imaged as a serpent, Warburton 68, representing opposition to Ra's journey of rebirth. Thus, another possible translation is the Book of Knowing, the ways and means of coming into being of Ra existence, and how to overthrow opposition to this process. Ra, the sun, Faulkner 183, also represents existence. All that be and thus reality, the term Keperu here, a plural form describes the concept of plurality and multidimensionality as fundamental principles to express the nature of reality. The seated man in the word is used as a determinative classifier. Allen 4. When added to the end of the word, the determinative, it elevates the concept expressed to a lower principle of nature, a nature. Gardner 2011. Ah, shit, man. What is going on here? Sorry. Sorry. Right. Gardner 2011. The following two symbols, right, a coiled rope and three strokes reinforce the plural character of the idea. Plurality is expressed through transliteration with the W. Allen 37. The many being an aspect and expression. Right. All right. Sorry, people. Huh. All right. This is not helping. And that's all right. Three strokes reinforce the plural character of the idea. The many being an aspect and expression of the one or the concept of consub consubstation is a virtual African ontological ways of knowing expression. Thus, the one and the many are the same. Substance and are continually expressed and reinforced through the text, constructed side by side. Keperu, right here, Keperu with the nature determinative, and Ra, this is Ra. Those two nouns represent a direct genitival relationship, Garner 66, between the Keperu transformations and Ra, the sun existence. The genitive construction evokes the idea that the first element, a noun, is a component of the second element, also a noun. In this case, they denote all things and beings of reality and transformative forms and aspects of the Ra, the sun existence. The second book's title, Sesh en At Emen, treatise or book of the hidden regions, also about Ra, the sun existence. The words At Eminent, translated as hidden region, refer to the region where Ra's nighttime journey happens. The region was called the Duat, the netherworld, Faulkner 310, the underworld, a dimension of reality within the earth. Allen 21, thus the name, the hidden region. Regarding title, the Duat, as you see here, the wa, t, and this denotes it as a place. Represents the 12 hours of the night. This information also illustrates the practical and fascinating way these ancient Africans used activities and objects of nature as symbolic metaphor to express their philosophical thoughts. So, people. There's only one person in here, man. But let me go ahead. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Spread the live, man. Spread the live. Spread the live. Spread the live. Spread the live. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat. So anybody, oh my God, I'm going to put the link in the chat for anybody who wants to come in, right? I'm going to put the link in the chat for anybody who wants to come in, right? Give me 1 second. Hit the wrong thing. So the link is in the chat for anybody who wants to come in. Once you show your camera, you are good to go. So like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. So let's continue. We begin with Medut Dit Rek Keperu Nu Ra Rekapep Rekor Rekor Apep. The Book of Knowing and the Transformations of Ra and Overcoming Apep. After the title, the following clause introduces the Kemetic concept. Nebetjer, one who possesses to the limit one of their unique social construct. Pope 264, Allen 62. The first statement. Jedu Meder, Nebetjer, Jedi F. Words spoken by the Nebetjer, Jedu Jed F. He says the details. Nebetjer, one who possesses to the limit as a primary voice, providing the information. Nebetjer, one who possesses to the limit, is not an idea and concept easily relatable to English. Things like the atmosphere and consciousness may be the closest concepts to help understand the ubiquitous characteristic expressed by Nebetjer, one who possesses to the limit from a Kemetic worldview. Nebetjer represents the consciousness of the omniverse. This massive consciousness, Nebetjer right here, one who possesses to the limit in the form of Keper, a transformation process, began to speak and act. The following, JDF, he says, denotes the start of the speech spoken by the Nebetjer, one who possesses to the limit the consciousness of all that be and beyond. So when we talk about Nebetjer, they're actually talking about Keper. Keper, no. They're talking about a tomb. Right, because this passage is about a tomb. Ra. Because Medu Necher, is a picture script language. The following statement describes and also illustrates with words and pictures the importance of Keper, which brings to mind Nana Obenga's quote that Keper. Here let us add an observation whose significance in our opinion is capital. The sacred Egyptian scarab, a highly typical symbol, occurs and reoccurs when the issue of the creation of being another Obenga 71. Right. Inuk, Inuk, Pu, Kepper, M. Kepper, Kepperi, Kepper, N. E. Kepper, Kepper, Kepperneck. Inuk, Pu, Kepper, M. Kepperi, Kepperen, E. Kepper, Kepperu, 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 Kepper, Kepperneck. I am he who transforms as the primary principle in the state of transformation existence. I transform as a process that becomes all that is, a process that becomes all which exists. And that is Montgomery 31. The above statement uses Kepler seven times in different forms to explain and express the substantial nature of reality and how existence came to be and continue to be. The statement starts with an independent pronoun, Inu, used to emphasize the information. Gardner 53. The seated man classifier or determinative means that is the nature speaking. Gardner 446. The pronoun who constructs a particular type of empathetic independent pronoun. England 10. Inukpu, translating as I am he, it is him, or as I prefer, I be he. The following statement describes and provides attributes of Inuk, this is determinative, who, I be he. The following form of Kepler with the seated man determinative relates to transformation and change as a principle. This Kepler, as change and growth are essential principles and primary condition of all that be. I be he who transforms. Nukpu Kepler, I be he who transforms. Give me 1 second. Right. So we're 12 minutes in. So I think I'm gonna read off a little bit more. Then I'm gonna yeah. Then I'm gonna go a little bit back. The M word represents the M of predication. Hope 1997, page 34. A symbol, a way to I- introduce, identify, and translate as. The following now is the identity. In this case, the identity is Keperi, right? Which represents existence. That's Nuk, Pu, Keper, M, Keperi. I be he who transforms as existence. This also means that a significant attribute of existence is a process of transformation. The final form, Keperi, is the archetypical form, the seed which contains all of the conditions and forms of Keper existence. Nano Obenga translates Keperi as the first to come into being, Obenga 61. So I think next time what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of the sources and do a little source review. So have a good night, people.